What is up? It is another episode of Dynasty Pylon. I'm having some trouble this morning. I hope you guys can hear me. I hope you guys can hear me. I hope you guys can see me. Everything is being janky right now. So, what is up, Michael, with the E? Yo, are you doing E or what's going on? We can. Is this too earlier that you were talking about double stream? Yeah, I know you can. Remember when we streamed together that one Sunday? If that's if this is what the we can is. Yes, I know that. Because I was streaming on your stream and ours at the same time. So that was the differential thing on there. So you know what I didn't, so hold on. So let's see here. What up, Den boys? How are you today? Update on my fantasy team. My team's your team sucks now. No, it doesn't. The thing is, you still kept Derrick Henry, right? Derrick Henry's going to be really. I think he's going to be your league winner this come playoffs. So, if you're not looking into playoffs now, you should be looking into trouble this morning. You and Russianers? No. What are you talking about? Am I missing something? Am I missing something? I haven't watched the news. Is there something going on over there? I haven't watched the news. Trouble this morning. I mean, I just got back. I just got back from Vegas, which, by the way, if you guys didn't see my tour de Allegiant Stadium kind of in real life IRL type stream, I did it. I don't know. Check that out. We'll probably watch a little bit of it here. Know that we can hear you. Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. Thanks. Appreciate it, buddy. Holy crap. So, I did the big mistake again, as usual. Mark's not here today, obviously, so I didn't get to I do everything basically myself today, which is fine. I mean, normally I do, but it's fine. I didn't add my tags. So, where is Tank the producer? Is he here? Tank, if you're here, can you help me out, dude? If not, I'm gonna look weird, and I'm just gonna do this now, because I don't care. And I've done it before. So, but how are you guys, man? How are you guys? How's everything going? How was your guys' weekend? I hope you guys won. Michael, it looks like you had a rough weekend, dude. So I've given up 100% on freaking Tuesdays, man. There's just something I just can't. My sister flew in town. Obviously, if you watched my Sunday stream when I was at the Allegiant Stadium, I took her to her first game at Allegiant Stadium. It was a really good stadium on top of a really good game. So I enjoyed every single bit of it. That stadium is huge. And it just blew me away, to be honest. Let's see here. Nope, I need to do this. Let's see, add this to sports, because why doesn't it always? So for those who do streaming, YouTube and all that, or any type of that, usually YouTube always goes entertainment rather than sports. So now all my tags are not the same. So I just had to add that in there. So let's put week 11 in there. Let's see, Dynasty. Wow. Yeah, sorry, everything's scuffed up this morning. I want to have a reminder. Mark's usually here. Hey, remember to do this. Remember that. I got so much things going on. So Cooper Kupp got hurt. Yep, and AJ Brown, Dallas. Yeah, dude. Okay. So 3 players out. That sucks, man. Can I join you? Wait. Can I join you if you want? I was gonna set up for me anyways. Oh, like right now if you want. Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah, dude, you want to jump in right now? Don't you have yours today though? I thought you were doing yours. I mean, if you got nothing better to do, then yeah, sure, I'll send you the invite right now. Let me see here. MH. There you are. If that's what you meant, there's the invite. Jump in when you want. Is that what you meant? I can join you if you want. I was gonna set up for me anyways. I mean, if you're already set up, give you a few. Yeah, that's fine. That's live stream was fire, dude. Thank you. I wasn't sure how that was gonna go. I really wasn't sure how that was gonna go. I felt like, because with all the steel and the concrete there and all the everything, I felt like it was gonna like interfere with the stream, like if it was gonna look a bit janky. Do I need help? I mean, Bryon, you could jump in if you want. My Wednesdays are my funnest shows. My Wednesdays are my funnest shows. I literally wing it. They're my favorite show. It looks like Mike's gonna jump in. If you want to jump in, feel free. The more the merrier. Again, I don't have anything. It's week 11 preview question and A. I threw my Micah Parsons jersey on. I was gonna go with Michael Pittman. All my players on the thumbnail are all wearing week 11 or 11. I'm wearing 11. So it looks like I'm getting Mike and looks like I'm getting Bryon. Hell yeah, here we go. We're getting Panda Grizzly in here. We're gonna get freaking Mike from Get Right. I should probably do. Where's that? You know what? I'm gonna change the symbol. I'm gonna change it. Let's see if I can add it. Let's see if I can add it real quick. The Megazord. The the Megazord freaking logo that I made for all three, because if we're getting all three of us in here, can you guys? Oh no, it's gonna look small. It looks small. Look at that little thing. So that's bad. I don't have time to work on it right now. But the Panda Grizzly, Fantasy Get Right, and Dynasty Pylon, I created that for the thumbnail earlier. Yeah. But yeah, no, guys, if you want to jump in, dude, you guys can jump in. All right, so week 11, Dynasty leagues, IDP leagues. It's good that you're actually going to join in. We could talk about your scuffed up IDP league. Good God. And maybe you can rage out of here, because you're freaking Mike. I hate your league. I was joking about it with Den Boys today, actually. Because we're thinking about next year with the Bob League, our Build the Blocks League, and I'm not going to do defense. What's up, Bryon?
What's up?
I wasn't going to do defense with IDP. That's just why. Just why?
No. Yeah, that's too much.
It is too much. Michael, in the future, I kind of want to join. Not today, maybe next week when I move into my new house.
Okay.
Join, as in join in.
How do you join you?
Join in like here? Oh, it's because I got both mics in here. I got classic Mike and Michael. Well, yeah, dude. If you want, you and I can talk on Discord. Look, guys, if you guys aren't on Discord, man, like, feel free to join it, dude. I'm messing with my internet connection thing. I think I'm going to do so tonight. I think Derpy, one of our guys in Discord, he's going to do Christmas Story tonight. If you haven't seen it, because tomorrow's the release of the new one.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to do that tonight and tomorrow. I probably won't be able to do tonight because I have freaking homework up the wazoo. So I can't. I might just be there just to be there, but I won't be able to say anything. It's a great movie. If you haven't seen it, it's an old movie. There's a lot of great sayings out of that movie, and you probably heard them before and not even realize where they came from. That movie is great.
The Christmas Story is played 24 hours a day during Christmas time. So
you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. People don't know. Like, oh no, I never heard of it. So join the podcast. Yeah, I mean, hey, look, look, if we vibe and you know what you're talking about, because sometimes I get questions on here like crazy. If we vibe and everything's good, is good to go. Look, I brought in some people and they're no longer with us. That's all I can say. Okay.
They're no longer with us.
That's all I can say is they're no longer with us. Okay. So, the Michael Parsons,
Wow.
yeah, dude. Hey, it's one of my favorites. Classic Grizz. Yeah. No, not so. For the next few weeks, I'll probably be by myself. Tomorrow, I'm going to be by myself. Mark is getting settled in Indy, so
You're the last one in the
he's.
Central Time Zone. That's it. You're the last one.
Hey, look, man, it's gonna be a while since I move over there. All right, I gotta get the paper before. Okay, this piece of paper that says you are worthy of working in this office or building an offense. Yeah, it sucks. College is no joke
It
nowadays.
is
It's not.
a joke, man. You need it. You have to have it.
Oh, I missed that comment. Damn, that sucks, Mike. That sucks.
Dude,
Oh.
I think this is my weekend in guillotine league. I think this is it. I think that I've
I don't
had
believe
my
you. You
run.
got look. You're a Chicago Bears fan. You guys give up so easy. It's ridiculous. First it was Tank. He goes, "Oh, I don't have an IDP player. I'm out." And then you're like, "No, it's me." I'm like, bunch of crybabies. Y'all. Look, you guys in Chicago cry over the littlest things. Y'all lost Herbert, and you guys think your season is done. Like,
No, our
no.
season was already done, but it doesn't matter. We just here for Justin Fields. That's all it is. And as far as the guillotine league goes, we know as long as we keep our hopes low, then we always make it. You know, if we always say like we're only going to win 4 games, we're only going to make it to week 10, then we always make it. That's all we do. We've never had a quarterback before. This is how we live our lives. This is what it is.
Well, we're waiting on Mike. There he is. There he is. I'm gonna. You know what? While. So Bryon, how are you? How are you? Like how besides football, outside of that, we really guys, we haven't even really started yet.
Yeah.
You know my Wednesdays they go on, but we talk a little bit. How are you and the family?
You know, I'm always working. That's my biggest problem. I had a day off today and I was at the store for like 8 hours. So it is what it is.
What up, Michael?
What up, guys?
What's up?
What's up, man?
So what I'm just going over. So what like you're at the store for hours?
Yeah,
now, is that your fault or is that the wife's fault?
No, it's because I was at my restaurants for hours. I couldn't
at the restaurant. Okay,
I couldn't help but be at the restaurants even my day off.
Let me go ahead and add these tags in, man. I forgot to add my tags. Michael, how are you? Some of these people don't know who you are. Oh, introduce yourself. How long you been doing fantasy football? Where you from? How you been?
Yeah,
what makes Mike classic Mike?
Oh, you're just trying to waste some time. That's cool. All right, so
well, yeah. I mean, look, some of these people don't know who you are.
Well, for those who don't know me, I'm Classic Mike. I'm over at the Get Right Fantasy Network. I've been doing this for a little over a year, so enjoying every minute of it. Got to meet these two wonderful guys through this, so can't be happier. You guys really make
I'm
things...
wonderful. I don't know about so much about that guy.
Hey, I see him more than I see you, so it's one of those things, man. But either way, man, I just love doing this, love being out here, helping you guys, helping anybody winning their fantasy league. I mean, that's the main goal, making sure you guys can win your stuff and, do what you got to do and talk football. I mean, that's the biggest thing. I just love talking football. I don't care what it's about, how it's about it. Let's just talk football, man. I love it.
Yeah, I completely 100% agree. It's so you don't know Mike. Mark moved. So it's gonna be the first weekend where I can't just hit up anybody. I'm like, hey man, let's go watch a game somewhere or whatever, blah blah blah. So it's interesting. It's gonna be the first weekend and I kind of, it seems weird. I kind of don't want to hit up anybody outside of who went to his rejoice of Mark's leaving, because like, oh yeah, he's just hitting us up because Mark's no longer there. So I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna wait till the rest of the season. You know what I mean? I'm gonna wait till the rest of the season and then wait till next season, because I feel like if I do it this weekend, they're like, oh, Mark's not here. Yeah, that's why you're inviting me. I'm like, well, no, because you have kids, you're busy, you got work, you never have time. I've invited people before, they just don't show up. So
No, you actually go here. Mark says, still hit me up.
well, yeah, but I mean, physically, man, like you can't go to the Cardinals game with me no more. And by the way, I'm going to that Christmas game. I don't know who's coming with me, but somebody's coming with me, and I'm gonna give out that ticket for free. They can hang out with me. So
we're gonna like make it. We're gonna all put in some dollars and send Mark back.
I didn't pay so much money. I would be out there.
Yeah,
exactly.
All right. So Den Boy says hot take. The movie is right. Okay, you're talking about the Christmas Story. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
that's
I hate that.
It's gonna have a lot of shoes to fill, dude. And I'm scared for it because if it's trash,
it's gonna fall.
It's gonna ruin the first one, or they're gonna be like, just leave it alone.
It's going to be good. There's no way. There's no way.
I don't know. But we're watching it tonight. Discord. Also, guys, if you're not in Discord, I think next week I'm gonna put Hard Knocks on.
Really?
So,
nice.
That's pretty good.
Can you do that?
Watch them. I could do what I want, Mike.
On Discord,
I
think of Discord.
Yeah, I could do what I want. On Discord, I could do what I streamed Red Zone that entire time after our show on Sunday. That one
everything
Sunday.
was cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, sorry I didn't join the past few weeks. I was in Long Island at parties and playing poker.
Hey, you're on Long Island, bro.
Hey, look, there you go.
Yeah, that's me, brother. I'm on Long Island too.
So,
where's he from, Mike? Where are you from? Michael, where are you from?
Isn't he by you, Mark?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's Long Island, man. I'm out on Long Island. I'm wondering where he is.
I kind of know where he is because I just sent him his jersey, but I'm not in full disclosure to say.
No. That's fine. If he wants to divulge that information, I'm Eastern Long Island. I'm out in the boonies. I'm just holy shit. Lived there for literally 3 years. Right there, Mike. I'm from Center Moriches. Well, sorry, I grew up in East Moriches, and I'm literally next door to him. So
there you go. So
that's awesome, man. I love this. This makes me happy, man.
And whoop his ass.
This makes it even more confusing because when you say Mike, every single time he says Mike,
this is Mike.
Yes.
Our boy Michael Fraser.
Yeah.
I'm Michael. I'm gonna have to say Fraser. Is it Frieza or Fraser?
Fraser. Or Fraser.
Fraser. Look.
Doesn't matter.
Michael and Mike. Or I could just say Michael and Dickhead, and then we all know that's Mike.
Oh, this is crazy. I've never actually met someone on a stream that literally was within a town away. This is awesome. Glad to meet you, Mike.
So yeah, no, that's our boy. That's our he's one of our newest to this stream.
I've seen him. I've seen him on a bunch. Seen him on a bunch with you guys.
But ever since he's gotten here, he joined our Discord. Free Isa. Gotcha.
Free Isa.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Like Frieza?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But we love him. He's a good guy. He comes in almost every episode, and he actually won our second jersey. So
that's awesome.
He just recently got it this past weekend on Saturday, I believe.
Nice.
So he just got it, and it fits him wonderfully. He said
we're giving away a jersey too, but it's not a custom made one. So make sure you join our podcast too.
I'm pretty sure we've sent.
When are you giving away your jersey?
We're
at 600. Where are you guys at now?
600. We are at 582.
Almost there.
So we're almost there. 18 left.
So I can't believe you actually did that trade personally. So I don't know.
You saw this
trade? Yeah. So this trade that he did. So it was Lamar Jackson and Swift for Dalvin Cook.
I'm fine with it.
What,
completely
really?
Okay with it. Yeah.
Lamar Jackson and
Swift for Dalvin
and Swift.
I don't mind it. Dalvin Cook.
Why?
I would prefer that. Yeah. Because Lamar, I understand your point. And you're the big Bears fan here. So this is that's why your reaction's killing me here. Because it's like
it's not Swift. So it's not Swift. Okay.
No,
so
it's
Swift,
the Lamar part. I get it.
It's the Lamar.
No, I get it.
Why?
Because Lamar has been just dog shit lately. You can't put it anywhere. Like he's what? QB 8-9? Let me look right now.
No, he's like I think it was like
He's had a couple of
5.
really shit. He's had a couple of really shit weeks. Yeah, thanks for that one, Dem Boys. We all know how much you love me being a Giants fan.
It's ironic. I put my freaking Michael.
All right, so
Parsons
no,
jersey
he's
under there,
1,
too.
2, 3, 4, 5. He's okay. QB 6.
5.
Still.
6. Okay, so yes.
Doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, so horrible.
No, I'm saying they're pretty.
horrible.
Honestly, they're pretty even right now. I mean, they're 204 and 197. So, I mean, honestly, points wise, they're similar. Fields has just been doing better and running. I mean, he's been killing it lately. I understand the trade. Swift has been doing nothing, so he needs a little bit more support with his running back. I get it. I completely get it.
And in any second now, Dalvin Cook's gonna be hurt again. Any second.
Oh,
now.
I agree, and that's the thing.
Wait.
Well,
and you can actually probably hear him like his ankle hurt right now. Like he's like, oh, I tripped up with a bag. I'm out for the next 2 weeks.
Wow.
And you gave up Lamar Jackson for him.
I've seen worse, to be completely honest. I've seen so much
Producer.
worse. Oh, what up, Tank?
Producer, hey, can you look? I started the stream and I'm so distracted with these fine gentlemen coming in. Can you do your thing and add tags to the stream, please? Thank you.
Swift will be hurt again too. And actually, Williams is.
Can you add tags?
I always like Williams more than I like Swift. So
no,
I saw them.
And he's the best thing about it is they've been holding him back a little bit. So I can understand why you might not like it either. And believe me, it's one of those things where you have Cook, who's been pretty consistently healthy throughout the year, and then he usually takes a crap around week 14 when you need him.
Yep, exactly.
Swift has been doing the opposite, where he was been hurt for most of the beginning of the season, and now he's healthy, and they're slowly bringing him in.
Yep.
And he has a really good schedule behind the second or third or fourth best line in the league. I get it. I definitely get it. But he's looking for now, is what it looks like. Looking for now to get.
You're going to make it to the playoffs. So if you make it to the playoffs, that's going to be.
Yeah.
I mean, and you gave up.
I know.
Thanks.
I don't mind it.
Lamar.
I don't mind it.
So,
no, then that's awesome, man. Like I said,
Shirley, Long Island.
I'm literally within like 5 miles of there. Like it's not even crazy.
There you go.
Like I went shopping in Shirley the other day. Like my brother lives in Shirley. Like I literally am right there all the time. So that's awesome, Mike. If you ever see my face, just come up and say hi. It's all good.
Yeah. Freeze it. I think I've sent you to the Get Right Network, right?
Yeah.
And
like
if
at
you
the end
haven't,
of one of our, I'm pretty sure I've sent them over there. I've talked about you guys all the time. Honestly, if there's any YouTube channel out there, I send you guys that way. I've thrown the link in the chat. I mean, you guys are more professional. Okay.
No, why does everyone keep saying that? We are not more professional.
No, because hold on. Like there's things I like to talk. Like there's look, we haven't even really started our show today.
I know.
We're already 24 minutes in. We talked a little bit of football, just because of the trade, but we haven't really we've actually talked a little bit.
We can talk more if you want about like Cooper Kupp and his injury, or
I will get into that. Yeah.
And by the way, that freaking King Cullen is horrible. King Cullen is essentially what I'm trying to think what you guys compare it to. I don't know what you guys have out there. To be completely honest, it's not like a Wegmans or anything like that. It's literally like half of Wegmans.
Frieza, there's the link.
Yeah, take our link right there. Yeah,
Mike's link. Them boys doing his thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you check them out, look. The thing is, all right. Look, you got to be patient with them. They're very and this is, I don't know how you want to look at this as a positive or negative. Okay, but they get in depth with everything. As much as we do with IDP, I do. They get in depth with every move they make. So if you throw a question, go make yourself some dinner or a sandwich or something. Come back 20 minutes later. They'll probably be roughly where your question is at, okay? Because they hit every they hit every question.
Long-winded.
And it's like, and then sometimes it's like I put in a chat, I put something in, and then the joke is no longer relevant because it's been like 20
It took
minutes.
so
I'm
long.
like,
Yeah.
but that's just them.
Another
There you
sub
go.
right there.
Thanks,
There you
brother.
go.
One more step closer, and you never know. He might actually win the Gabe Davis jersey.
If he does, he does. He won ours.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe
We're
it's
like
only for
50
subscribers.
away from our third one. Almost.
And
Nice.
somehow I'll still not have a jersey. I just,
Right?
No,
Me
you'll
too.
never get
He
a
won't tell
jersey.
me who his jersey guy is. He won't.
You know what?
help me.
I might
No,
win
it's
the
fine.
guillotine league, and somehow Martin's going to find a way for me not to win the jersey. I don't know.
You are not. I'm gonna be. Hey, if you win the raffle, I'm like, oh, that was a glitch. Let me do it again. Yeah, there you go. 4-hour streams on the regular. Yep,
Okay,
Friday
first
night.
off, we have done a much better job at cutting down this year. We are at 2 hours now, and it's been so much better in my life and in everyone else's. I can't make Friday. I was gonna make it, but that's why I'm doing a show today.
Look, don't listen to that. They stream all night Friday nights.
We've been a lot better.
At night till
It's
6 in the morning. All right, that's what they do.
You, Martin.
Come
You're the
on,
one person that's on 24 now. You're literally on every day of the week. You like, man, I got so much homework to do, and then be like a 3-hour show.
But I knock it out.
We do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Sunday show. So we literally are like 4 days out of that week. So it's a lot.
Oh my gosh.
And lots of research. And I do all the injury
16 hours, guys. That's 16 hours of show.
Well, that's if we do 4 hours every time. That's why we cut it down to at least an hour and a half to 2 hours every show, so we don't have to go that long.
But no, guys, if it's so my past weekend was a little about how my weekend went. I went to Vegas. For those who don't know, I went to Vegas as I usually do, because apparently everyone claims that I should have some property there because I'm there so many times. I guess
it seems like every week we
I
go.
Heard it's cheap out there. You can get good property.
I don't know. People are like, "Oh yeah, he's there every weekend." Blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I was there. I actually took my sister to her first game, NFL game ever.
You kept on losing her.
That's how she is, man. She just walks off. Look, we walked in. Look, and you know what's funny? I haven't edited just the beginning. At the very beginning, if you guys listen to this. She went drinking the night before, and it's right at the beginning. If you listen, she tells me she has to go to the bathroom to go throw up.
That's me, a professional.
We get in, so it's cold as hell. The windy, so that's the entrance right there. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch it.
Cold in Vegas, huh?
I was like,
there's my sister. There she is.
Cold.
Right off the bat. This is how my stream starts.
Wait. So that guy in the jersey is your sister?
No, you idiot. That ugly dude in the blue jersey is me. Oh, we just missed. She said.
No, we can't hear it.
Yeah, we can't hear anything.
Oh, you can't hear it?
You didn't
I'm
add
being
sound.
scruffed right now.
No, you're good, brother.
But no, she goes, hey, I'll be back. I have to go throw up.
Nice.
I'm like, okay.
Dude, that just shows a professional. That's all it is. That's professional. Like, I don't throw it. Come back.
Oh, yeah.
Beer.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, it is windy as hell. Right here.
All right.
Good luck with that.
Good luck with that. You're such a good brother.
That's my sister. I love her. So, anyways, throughout the whole thing, she's doing her thing, walking, and then she comes back with the pretzel and beer. We visit the team shop. We visit like the tunnels. It was a pretty interesting stream. I like the inside of his. I gave it a 10 out of 10. And then we kind of overall.
So you're just walking around with your phone the whole time like that?
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, the whole time. And I
should have done that when I went to MetLife with my brothers and them for the Monday night game. I should have done that, but
it's real cool.
Have you ever been to MetLife?
So cool.
No,
see, I've never been to Vegas. That whole stadium looked so different. And, you know, I'm from Chicago, so everything's outdoor, and it's just like so
always wanted to go
old
to
and
Soldier
terrible.
Field.
Yeah, it's overrated and it's overpriced.
I just want to go to enjoy the history of it, not like it's one of the oldest stadiums out there. I mean, that and Lambeau. I mean,
Yeah.
there are no more stadiums from back in the old age, you know. So
more than anything, tailgating is the best thing about Soldier Field.
I can imagine. Yeah.
We tailgate. We start at 8 a.m. We're drinking, and
hold on,
it's crazy.
Friend, Frieza, you've never been to a football game, yet you live in Jersey, and you could literally go to at least 16 games out of the year at MetLife. Oh my!
Hey, hold on. Not everybody can. Okay, financially,
Understood.
not everybody can do.
But I mean, and believe me, I sat in the last row of MetLife on the 50-yard line, and I'm not exaggerating. Last row. If I showed you pictures, you'd be like, "Holy shit, it's up there." We got a great seats. We had a good time, but it was expensive. I mean, between 3 people, I think we spent like $600-700, for all 3 of us, and that wasn't including the food and the parking and all that. Tailgating was fun. We had a blast, and all that. But at the end of the day, man, that stadium's huge. But you gotta go. You gotta go there.
Screw that guillotine league.
So them boys, man, screw that guillotine league. Hey, man,
that's.
But look,
dude, I just know
I'm out of it too, man.
That's
so
huge.
There's only 8 of them left. So one. Hopefully, stupid Bryon is still in it.
Dude, all my receivers are gone. I'm like streaming all receivers this week. It's so bad.
I'm in the same boat, man. I lost Cooper Kupp. I literally just traded for him 2 weeks ago and I gave up, like, in my league, it's like a keeper league, and we trade picks and stuff, and I traded a first, essentially a first round draft pick for him, and I get to keep him next year in the 4th round, which is great. But that's why I did it. I was like, I need a guy that I can get me in. I'm in like 3rd place, so I trade for him, and then this happened. So believe me, I feel everyone's pain. I have Stephon Diggs too, so that's helpful. But
whatever. So you got Stephon Diggs, dude.
Well, I'm running with Coop. I'm running with Cortland Sutton as my number 2, and then I just So I got like Nico Collins as like my as a bench guy, and I ended up trading for Allen Robinson just so I had something. I needed.
If you have Allen Robinson, do you really have something?
I think now you do. I think now
he's the only one left.
Yeah, no.
Of
all seriousness, I think he is. I think he will be a solid piece in that offense.
I think he had 10 targets last week, and it was funny because it's like if you add up 4 weeks of his targets, it adds up to those 10 targets. Like
no, you're not wrong, crazy. and it's unbelievable, but it shows how much that the team uses Cooper Kupp. And it's incredible. He's going to step into that role. And I'm not going to say
he used Cooper Kupp that much, or is that Matt Stafford only looks at Cooper Kupp?
Because that's the thing. Because
like,
this is going to look.
You're not
this
wrong.
is going to be a big time look at. Like,
you're right.
Van Jeffers? Honestly, I see Van Jeffers. I still don't see Allen Robinson.
A lot of people keep thinking that. Like everyone I keep listening to and stuff like that, they keep saying Van Jefferson as like the option. Well, I have Ben Skoranek in a few places, but for Van Jefferson, man, he scares me a little bit. He's more of an inline runner. He's not really a volume guy. That's what Allen Robinson is. So for me, I feel like they're going to use him more. They're going to incorporate him more. And there's nothing. I mean, honestly, he averages 5 targets a game.
Yeah.
From what I keep looking at, he had 6 last week, which is, fine. I know, he was 6 for 4 for 44, but he used to be a number 1 receiver. Like this guy knows how to play that particular spot on the field. I think he can do pretty well this week. And, it's not a horrible matchup. And they get Stafford back. So, they said today he had a full practice. So, I mean, they're facing New Orleans. There's no Marshawn Lattimore. He will be out for this game.
Here's my question was about Allen Robinson. He's too sticky right now. Right now, he's not a guy that's going to be wide open ever. You have to be able to throw him the ball knowing that he's going to have a guy all over him. He has a great catch radius, but he doesn't have the elusiveness. He doesn't really. He runs good routes, but he's still always covered. So you have to throw him open a lot, and a lot of quarterbacks don't like that, especially a guy who in Stafford that has had Megatron, who's had guys that are always been wide open. And Cooper Kupp is another guy who's always had space. He knows how to play in space. Allen Robinson it's always got a guy on him. He's never open.
He doesn't get the separation that you would want, or the separation that Kupp could get. I mean, I don't know if it's just me and my brother talk about it a lot in the context of the wanting to be there, if that makes any sense. Like that, like I want to be there. I want to play. It seems like he's just very, I'm just here. Now, I don't see it. I think he's trying, but this offense is always run through, Cooper Kupp. I agree with them boys. I think that Higbee gets, that safety blanket role. I mean, we saw it in like the first few weeks, but at the same time, I mean, I think that Stafford, of course, will be a better option. Honestly, you can throw out the game with Walford, and to be completely honest, I think Walford is the one that messed up Cooper Kupp in the first place. Backup quarterbacks screw up everything, and it's because they overthrow their passes and they do all these things, and the guys that are there to go get them, they go up and they put themselves at risk every time they do it. And it's so horrible to watch games with backup quarterbacks. It really,
I don't know if they do that. So backup quarterback
Walford does.
Walford they're used to the third and fourth and fifth receivers that will go up and do anything and whatever. But when you have what Matt Stafford does, he throws to Cooper Kupp, and he always throws to him in the spot where he's not going to get hurt. He throws him away from contact. He does all those things. And that's another problem I have with Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson is going to be a guy who's always going to have a guy over him. So he's not going to be able to throw him away from contact. You don't have to just throw the ball up with Allen Robinson. So I don't know.
I think he's good at contested
type of receiver for him.
I think he's done well in the past with contested catches. Like that was his. That's what he did.
That's what he did.
But that's what he did, and that's my whole point. I think he can be more active, involved in this offense with underneath routes and even those, quick corner routes where he can have those contested catches on the sideline and do all that. He's very good at that. But they're going to have to move him more into the slot and work that middle.
Exactly what I'm saying. He needs to be a slot receiver now, and they need to stop letting him be on the outside because he's not going to get any separation. So put him in the slot, let him move around a lot. He's a professional.
Well, they were using him to block on the outside. That he's actually a decent blocker, but the thing is that they kept using him as an outside back, like an outside blocking back, and that's just not who he is. Now he's transitioned and he's done what Sean McVay wants. I think it's because he came to a team that just came off the Super Bowl. I think he was expecting a little bit more from this particular group, filling in that Robert Woods role or that OBJ role. And I think he's kind of a little disappointed, and that's part of why. But at the same time, I think he's a good receiver. I just think he needs time and a little bit more work with. He's got to start having breakfast with Stafford and start
go with him in the morning. Feed him in the morning and say, whoever, I'm going to be your best friend now. I'm your new best friend.
Exactly. And just go with it. And even though the team sucks, they're at that point where they literally have no linemen. I think they only have one from the original line. They literally don't. They don't have anyone. They lost 2 linemen this week. Like they're already in shambles on the line. So I can completely understand where they're at. But right now, they just, and like Them Boy says, the X receiver, he is not. He is the slot guy for sure. He is not someone that can fill that role anymore.
Allen Robinson might be a Y. He might be a Y. He might be almost be at the point where you need to put him as a split end type of thing. You still in the slot. He's just not going to get separation. So you need to put him in a position that he's going to be against linebackers or slower, strong safeties. It's going to be able to get him out away from a corner. So the corner's going to be able to cover him.
Yeah, and I think they're going to try to, open the whole game up. I mean, the hardest part for them this week is the Saints pass rush. And Cameron Jordan, Dalvin Port, they are monsters. And I mean, they're gonna be rushing in with DeMarco Davis. I think Pete Warner is already getting hurt. I think he had surgery today or yesterday, so he's gonna be out.
I'm to a point where I'm not gonna play any of these guys.
No, I don't disagree. I think I have no choice but to play Allen Robinson for someone in my type of situation. I have no choice.
Stafford
you're
is
not playing
playing, by the
Stafford.
way, Frieza.
No.
Stafford is probably going to play. I had a full practice
he
in
is.
today.
He
But
is.
I'm not.
What do you think is going to happen to that running back? That's what interests me for this.
No, Henderson's going to keep taking it, and they're going to just incorporate Williams into it slowly, and then they have Ronnie Rivers. And do they get rid of Malcolm Brown, or do they keep him?
Malcolm Brown is off the team.
I think he's still lingering around, isn't he?
I'm saying I thought he's still lingering
Kyron
around.
Williams is coming back, or did he?
Well,
not
that was my
whole
point. I don't even know if they've announced that yet.
I don't know, but I know that it's
because they said he's getting ready.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be Henderson, Williams.
Malcolm Brown is still there.
Yeah, Malcolm's still there. So that means to me that they still have Kerwin on the IR. Let me I'll double check.
So while you do that, Frieza just sent us a trade, or he just got sent a trade. I get Brett Mayer, Tom Brady, Keenan Allen, Tony Pollard for Lamar.
No.
So you get nothing because Keenan Allen hasn't played anything. Why you Brett Myers? No,
he's good.
Tony Pollard is
Lamar. Lamar's got the rushing upside that for sure is going to.
Don't do it.
Who's your backup? Wait a minute. So who's your backup? Do you have Justin Fields as your backup?
I think he has a pretty decent backup.
If you have Justin
His team is pretty stacked. I remember
unless you have Fields, then that's not worth it.
We need to find out Stafford's new breakfast date. Yeah. That's
exactly what we need.
That's definitely the guy.
Yeah, I want a beat writer to find that out today. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna find out. I know who's the beat writer over
there. Den Boys also says no. Aren't you glad these guys are here? No, yeah, hey, that's fine. I'm just listening, man.
Sorry.
This is fine.
I know, it's just fun talking about it. And it's basically what you're gonna be talking about anyway.
I mean, his backup is Dak.
No, you can't do that.
You
can't do that. Sorry.
Dak is going to be a 17 to 20 point guy from now on. That's what he's going to be the rest of the season. So
don't. You're good. Just keep who you have. Don't even
Don't let people try to get to you.
Now you have that security blanket of two quarterbacks that at least can get you through the rest of the season.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about that. Trust me, I know. My Dynasty League, I don't have
I got a question for you guys. What the hell do I do with Kyler Murray?
Trade him. If you can. I can't stand that guy. Like
every time I say I'm not going to play this guy, but he always gets me 23 to 24 points every single week, no matter what.
I think it'll get better.
You really do think that?
Yes.
Come on.
No, come on. I really think with Marquise Brown potentially coming back eventually.
The boy says cut him.
you're gonna get more weapons. Hopefully Trey McBride is as good as we think he is, but I know he's
exactly what I think. I actually been stashing Trey McBride in a couple of leagues just because I think that he's going to be doing something.
They're at some point where it's gonna flip. I think. I know Mike is crucial on some guys. Like there's some. This is why I like Mike, because there's usually a lot of things we argue off stream. Yeah. Like we'll text each other and he'll text me his opinions and I disagree with a lot of it. Actually, I don't think me and Mike can actually agree on a lot. Like he hates J.K. Dobbins. I love J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah,
that's one thing. Consistency. That's the problem with J.K.
But when he's on the field, he's great.
It is, but it's hard to get him on the field.
No, for me,
I love Kadarius Toney. He doesn't like Kadarius
Toney. No one should like Kadarius Toney. Only you, Martin.
Hey, let me throw
No. Let's be
leave
clear.
me alone. I will be on my island. I was popping off them fireworks this week, though.
Hey,
I was popping off them fireworks on my only island of Kadarius Toney this week. I told you I was.
Here's the problem. I think Kadarius Toney's going to be voted off the island because eventually he's going to piss somebody else off because he's immature. That's his problem. He's
completely agree. But here's the thing. He has a team currently that if you look at their particular injury report for today, now I know it's Wednesday. I know a lot of guys take off and a lot of people are blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, today, they didn't have Marquise Valdez, or they didn't have MVS. They didn't have Juju.
Yep.
They didn't have
Nicole Hardman didn't play today.
Nicole Hardman didn't practice either. So you're literally losing everybody but the guy that you just went and paid for. On top of that, the only other guy that they have there, and this is a sneaky little ad if anyone wants to do it, Dustin Watson is another guy that you should be targeting right now. He was involved in almost all the red zone targets last week, after Juju left, and he was involved throughout the game. I'm telling you, he only got a catch out of it, but at the end of the day, they're going to use him. And I'm telling you now, if any of those two are out, Dustin Watson will be involved.
That's interesting.
Putting it on the record.
That for Dynasty right now, I think Kadarius Toney is one of those guys to go get. Because after this season,
I'm looking to do it right now.
After this season, it's going to be Sky Moore and Kadarius Toney who are the only ones with the contract going into next year. They probably will have to try and figure out one of those guys to come back. Who's it going to be? I don't know. But Sky Moore and Kadarius Toney are going to be the only guys back.
Nicole is probably Hardeman's probably coming back.
Harmon's coming back. They drafted him for that reason, to be the Tyreek Hill guy.
I mean, what if something they just can't? Like it.
I think Juju's coming back too.
No, I think MVS is the one out the door.
I think Juju.
Yeah, I think MVS is out the door. Yeah,
MVS. I'm telling you now, and I have a bet on it now. Currently, I'm holding my convictions. He will be the one gone. I don't care. His contract, it states it's a 3-year contract. It's not. It's technically a 1-year contract that he can then get cut right next year. Yep. So you know what? It's one of those things where, for me, I think that MVS is the odd man out. Now, I could be completely wrong.
Franchise tag him, to be honest.
I don't think they will. I think they're going to sign Juju. I think Juju's going to be the guy.
One of those guys. One of those guys is going to get franchised. I think maybe. I don't know.
What would be franchise tag? 17?
Yeah. I don't think you need to pay 18 that much. You can pay Juju 3-year, 35, 36 million.
But then they can make the same deal they did for MVS and then get rid of him later.
Yeah, exactly.
They like to front load their contracts. And it just shows.
And that's smart because that means you don't have that dead money coming in.
Agreed. And
that dead money is what kills you always.
Oh, agreed. They're very good at spreading it out. Some teams are very good at it. I mean, the Giants, I will be the first one to say, are horrible at it, but that was in the Gettleman era. You know, like that was with
Chicago. We have $70 million in dead cap this year. Come on.
They have next year.
Not as bad as what happened when Matt Ryan left. Jeez.
Oh, yeah.
So with 54 right now total that they're paying right now, right? So next season, the Chiefs are coming into 2023. They're going to have about 28.
Yeah, that's probably one of the third highest, if not. It's
highest.
They could pay these guys. All I'm saying is they could pay. I don't think and I agree with you guys. I don't think MVS is going to come back.
No,
I don't think he's going to come back. All right, so he is okay.
He rejected
your trade. All right, so I was going to read this out, but he proposed Keenan Allen, Tom Brady for dad.
No, I mean I get that trade. That second one makes more sense than the other one. He wants Lamar. Just say no. I'm done.
Yeah,
don't give up Lamar.
Don't entertain
give up Lamar. You're trying to get someone that's a RB1. You're trying to get a wide receiver 1. You're trying to get someone special if you're going to give up Lamar. That's the only way you do it.
I completely agree.
All right.
Completely agree.
So,
hey, wait, you know what day today is?
The 16th.
You know who started the practice today?
Oh, well, Keenan Allen did.
Deshaun Watson was his
yeah.
And the world will burn.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Houston,
the Browns win this week.
Did you notice?
Comes back.
Did you notice the funny
ones who are hyped up about this game since before the season? Only two were like, and Bryon brought it up. He goes, "What if?" And hear me out. He goes, "What if they bring him back against Houston?" I was all on board. I jumped.
Oh, everyone said that they were.
I was okay with that way before the suspension. Way before all of it. I'm like, I love it. They were arguing the whole season. They were arguing 6 games. I'm like, and then Bryon goes, "Why don't they just meet in the middle and go with Houston?"
No,
I was
perfect.
like, game.
My buddy Kyle Letterman. He's very close with Cleveland and knows a lot of beat writers over there, knows a lot of people close to the scenario and stuff like that. And he was telling me, we were talking, I had him on the show, but I talked to him offline, and he was telling me, he's like, 10 games, like 8 to 10 games. That's my goal. I'm like, I'm telling you, it's going to be 12. Like, after I heard more information, I'm like, it's going to be 12. And then it worked out. I was like, and then it worked out to like that 11 and then like the bye week or whatever. And I'm sitting there like, he's coming back early, which is ridiculous in my opinion. But at the same time, it's like, he's been away from the game for 2 years. Is he really going to be any better?
Mike, here's the thing. What if he is good?
No, if he is great.
What if Deshaun Watson comes back?
Then the Cleveland Browns,
Cleveland makes it to the playoffs. They make it to the playoffs, and they beat someone in the first round, and they go on the Cincinnati Bengals run, and they have to have Deshaun Watson in the Super Bowl.
Oh, that would be fantastic. No, that would be hilarious.
Great.
The world would burn. Like, that is anarchy right there. Honestly, I hope, like, if that does happen, I will just laugh and just be happy, with anarchy. But at the end of the day, man, I don't see this guy being any better than he was. Joking aside,
remember, he was the 4th best quarterback in the entire NFL when he left
2 years ago. And then he comes back and he doesn't know the offense because he hasn't been a part of the team for a minute. He's also he doesn't know his receivers because he can't practice with them.
Oh, he can now. Do you know he's taking first team reps?
He's getting some time.
They're giving him first team reps.
Yes.
They're giving him first team reps.
Oh, come on now.
Look, I think by the time
you need Jacoby to get ready for this week and next week. Jesus,
really? They don't care. They're like, if Jacoby wins one,
Jacoby's been doing very well.
Look, he's got two weeks to figure this out. I think by that point he'll learn the playbook.
He's the QB. I hope he knows.
He's by the time,
but he had learned those wide receivers.
He's got this week, next week.
He's got Amari
basically
Cooper.
all prep of 13. He's gonna know the playbook by then.
I'm gonna ask this question. With him coming back, does it hurt or help? And I already know that you're gonna say that it's gonna help, but think about it in perspective of the first day coming back. Is that gonna help or hurt guys like Amari Cooper, Donovan Peoples-Jones, David Njoku if he plays? Is it really going to help them on the first game, or is it going to help Nick Chubb in the context that they're just going to run the damn ball and kind of let him assimilate into the offense?
You can say a lot of things about Deshaun. Deshaun's a winner, and people love to play with him, and he spreads the ball out. So I think actually David Njoku might not want to come back, and then he's going to see Deshaun come in, and he's going to say, "I'm ready."
David Njoku's going to be the main target. When he was in Houston, he would target the crap out of his tight ends.
Yep.
And I'm telling you right now, David Njoku might be the guy you want to try and get.
Okay.
It might be the guy you want to try and get. Let's take everything he did in Houston, because a lot of that was BS, okay? A lot of that line would just collapse, and then the guy was on his own.
And he still was doing it. He
lost his number one wide receiver, and guess what? He played his best season in his career that season without D-Hop. I'm telling you right now, if and only, which I think he will, because look, I know we all hate the man, but freaking what's his face, Michael Saints receiver. I forgot about his last name.
Who?
Help me out.
Michael Pittman?
No, Saints.
Michael Thomas.
Thank you. That guy came back after 2 years and he blew it up, and then he got hurt again. But if he was healthy, he'd probably be a lot better situation than he was now. That was 2-3 seasons ago, and he did fine his first game back. If a guy is very athletic, and obviously I don't think he's eating cupcakes all damn time. I think he's pretty much working out. The dude's an athlete.
I can give another way that he's getting things out of his body. He'll be fine.
That's too soon. But the O-line in Cleveland is the key. Deshaun's not going to have to run. So a guy who's been for his entire life has been the dude. He doesn't have to run
for his life. Yeah,
he's going to be able to. He has probably the first or second best running back in the entire league behind
Plus
you.
He played in the preseason, so it's not like they changed it from then. I mean, they might have added one or two.
Well, I was going to say, he would probably. I don't remember who he played with, and I feel like one of them got injured recently. Didn't their left guard just go down a few? I don't remember. ask or answer Jonathan's question because
Good, because I've been trying to itch for this damn segment because me and Bryon have I do this segment every Wednesday.
Actually, you know what? I do have a question for this too, so we'll go.
He's our boy. Bryon, do you remember what we said last week? Do you remember what we said last week? I think we were both so we have a full freaking segment for this man, okay? And it's max or minimum Crosby, all right?
Okay.
This is our boy. Me and Mark, we love this dude. He's one of the best.
I like Max Crosby.
Seen. I saw him live, and boy, this man is electrifying.
Big. Yeah.
He only got one sack this week, but he put the pressure on Matt Ryan. And by the way, again, being at Allegiant Stadium, the vibe was different, which is kind of cool. They gave out little towels
that's cool.
There.
Oh, really?
Richard Seymour
got inducted into the Hall of Fame there. He was there. They gave him his little thing in there at the bottom.
Damn, they go all out.
So yeah, they gave us this.
All of those.
Giants gave me a towel.
So I went there and it was great. It was great. So I thought I'd show that. But again, last week we said, did we go over, right?
We did. We went over on both of them.
We went over. So let me show what he did on our settings. So let me pull up his statistical for the week. We went over, and sure enough, we were both right. At 10.68, he hit 12. So got himself a sack, and he was all over the place.
What does he average?
10 tackles. What's up?
What does he average under your
he's averaging almost double points, except for this little weird thing right here, a little hiatus of 3 little single digits, but it's still, this guy is still above.
I think he's averaging 8.7 or something like that.
That's why I'm just curious. I don't know the settings a lot more for like your DN and D tackle. The guys that we use a lot more are linemen and safeties.
Let me look at the phone, or the phone's a lot better, but
No, you're good.
He's averaging about, oh my gosh, here we go. I can't even I
don't know. See, but you got to do it in your head.
I mean, to answer his question,
in your head.
To answer the question, for the rest of the season, my opinion, it's Derwin James.
I agree.
Derwin James by far, and it's because they just literally they don't have anyone on their defensive line. They are playing with nobody.
Whoa. Khalil Mack's still there.
Oh my God, one person out of
you said
he's an outside line. He's an outside linebacker. I don't want to hear it. Outside linebacker. He's an outside linebacker. I'm not counting him on the line unless he's on the outside. Come on now.
It's literally just him and no one else on their line. It is horrible. And Derwin James is getting 13 and 14 tackles every single game.
I'm a little upset.
They're always getting to the secondary.
I had him, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to switch it out for Ladarius Sneed, because I thought I had a better opportunity with that and like the matchup and everything. And I'm like, dumb move. Yeah.
Didn't we bet on that Sneed, Martin? It was Sneed versus Brisker or something like that. I think
and guess what? It was super close, and I think I lost again.
By 0.1, 0.2. I won.
All right, Frieza. Sorry, man. I was behind. Good night, brother. You take care of yourself.
That's crazy.
I'll see you tomorrow. Probably do start sit on the Thursday game and the rest of the week. So you take care of yourself, bro. I remember this from last week. Look, and how was it? It was fan-freaking-tastic.
Nice.
And no, I did not get a Max Crosby jersey. But yeah. So
no, I knew that was a towel. It was a fancier towel than the one that I got. Mine was just a little white towel.
Yeah, it's just a towel. It's just a towel, guys.
That's a nice. It looks like a jersey. It's nice.
It's like a little jersey.
I'm saying they made it. They made it. I got
another one. I got another one. I'm like, babe. What if I gave you this and a regular black T-shirt, and I use your sewing machine and throw this on the back? I have myself a Seymour jersey.
Nice.
I would just put
Little
it in
baby jersey.
Just as a joke, man. Let me go get my Seymour jersey. And I'm like, well, hold on. Well, that's just a black t-shirt. And I'm like, oh no, look at the back.
You should put it in the frame.
Yeah.
Just put it in the frame and make it look like it's a jersey.
I
framed this one.
Now this is a question.
This is a
honestly,
good
all right.
question.
So before we get to this one, I'm gonna disagree.
Like
Rest of
Okay.
season, I'm going Max Crosby.
You're still going Max.
This guy's putting up double digits. The rest
So
of the
was
season,
Derwin James.
I know, but
Derwin's killing it every week. He's literally on the ball anytime I've watched the game. I have not seen the guy not near the guy with the ball.
And it's the reason I'm going Derwin James is because there's no one else there. They have no other.
No, Kenneth Murray is.
they got our key
They
components.
do have
guys?
a couple of guys, but no, I agree with you. They don't have a lot of guys there, but he is literally a ball hawk. The guy just literally is around that ball 24/7.
Did he force a fumble this past week too? I feel like he
Probably.
forced a fumble too.
The guy
Like,
forces everything. He's literally everywhere on the field at once.
I feel like he did, but I can't see what it says on it.
The thing is, both of these guys are going to put up numbers.
Yeah,
they're going to put up both numbers. And the only reason I'm arguing against Max, or not against him, but with him is I see, like, I'm a key component. Like, I look at good quarterbacks. Like, a lot of people disagree with me, but I feel like overall I've been doing pretty good in IDP leagues thinking this way. Is usually you want to put your good DBs against good quarterbacks. Why? Because they're going to throw in that area. He's got Patrick Mahomes, Kyler Murray, then he's got Carr, and then he's got Tua. So two of those four are already deep throwers, all right? Tua and Patrick are going to throw his way. And then you got Tannehill, and then Matt Ryan, and then you got Stafford. These guys don't really typically run. And also, a lot of it's going to be on a key component if they actually put them in the box. If they don't put them in the box, then the whole entire play of that is irrelevant. And I understand.
They're gonna get into the secondary regardless because they're
but some of those they're not going to get into the secondary, and that's the fact. Like I'm not gonna put it against it, but I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna show it right now because I'm putting it on the street. Crosby's got freaking Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
he's got Geno Smith, Herbert, and then he's got Stafford. All right, a lot of these guys aren't that fast. Geno might be the quickest there.
I want him for Stafford, but that's about it.
I'm gonna put him in for all of these.
He's a lot quicker than all these guys. The ball out. Herbert doesn't take a lot of sacks. I mean, these guys get the ball away.
Yeah, but if you're in a league that gives you QB hits
on the run, I get it. Yeah.
So and then Mac and Cheese can't run, and then neither can Kenny Pickett, and then you got Jimmy G. All these guys, none of these are speedster quarterbacks. Max Crosby can outrun every single one of these guys. Geno might be the toughest one. I'm just saying, for me, I think this man's going to continue to put double digits. But that's just how I feel about it. But I mean, these guys.
Who the hell would have thought that someone will say that Geno Smith will be top of anything right now? I mean,
but look at the quarterbacks that he's running against.
Of the year,
I'm not even worried about the line. This guy gets through any line.
No,
it doesn't even matter what line you put in front of him. He's going to get through him. And then I look at who's he's running against. Who's going to outrun him? None of these guys can outrun him. He's too quick. And this is why I feel like he's going to get at least. And I'll even put a spike bet against myself. I'll drink another drink for myself every week that he doesn't get a sack. I think he's going to get a sack every week from here on out. At least one.
Okay. That's fair.
But that's just me. And that's my argument. You guys can go through it. That's fine.
I hear you. I'm just not going
to numbers.
I think Max is a 10-pointer, and I think Derwin is going to be 11, 12-pointer. I'm not saying there's this huge gap.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
I just like Derwin. I just like what he does. I have one for you guys, and it's a linebacker one. And I asked Martin this already. He already gave me his answer, so it's fine. So for me, my question, and I have a reason why I'm asking it. So let me, Martin, before you jump in, let me give you the reason, my long-winded reason. So the question is Roquan or Jalen Burks for the rest of the season?
Oh yeah, I gave you a nasty word.
No, right. You did. You quick, boom. You said you already know. I already know your answer. Here's my argument, and that's why I'm asking this question. right now, the last game I watched for Baltimore was a national televised game. I got to watch every snap of that game. He was in on about 80 to 75% of the snaps compared to what he used to be in Chicago. Chicago, he was literally on for every
100%.
package, and he was in nickel packages. He was literally on the field for every play of the game. In this particular defense, he didn't even call plays. Now, granted, I know he was only, for a week. Maybe that changes this week. But at the end of the day, for nickel packages, they kept in Patrick Queen for all those packages. Now, for Jalen Burks, he's in on every play, just like Roquan is or was. That's where my question is in this particular case, I understand the talent. They're both incredibly talented players. Right now, Roquan's on a better team, better line, better D line, and just an overall better team in general. Is it more worth keeping or more worth going with Jalen Burks moving forward than it is to keep going forward with Roquan in that aspect?
In my opinion, I believe the Ravens need Roquan a lot, and he has to make plays because their defense is okay, but it's not as talented as you used to seeing the Ravens defense. So Roquan's going to have to make plays, and as comfortable as he gets, he's going to start making a lot of plays. He sacked the quarterback. He can he's been getting interceptions too. So I'm just saying I will always go with the talent, and I think his usage rate will go up because he's a guy. He's so fast. He's so talented. The usage rate I think will be back to 90-95% once he understands the defense. And defenses are pretty much the same. He's got to understand the terminology. So I think that he's going to be able to catch up a lot of that. I think I will still go with Roquan for the rest of the season, especially because they're going to be playing for something too.
Okay. I mean, they have Carolina, Jacksonville, Denver, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, all run teams. So, I mean, it definitely bodes well for Roquan. I'm not saying that I don't want him or not. I have both guys. Jordan Brooks is incredible. But they also have the same.
You're not asking a crazy question because I think Roquan's also not a type of linebacker that you can just funnel every play to. That's not what he is. He's not really good on weak or strong side. He's really better of a middle linebacker and chasing things down, which means
he's a Mike linebacker for a 4-3 defense. That's who he is.
That's what he is. Yep.
But that's the other part of the question that I have is that, for one, I'm not 100% sure what type of defense is run in Baltimore. Now, Mark, you were telling me before when we were talking about Roquan, because I asked you about it because I was curious. I'm like, is Roquan going to do well in Baltimore? Because I was really curious on how that transition would go. He's been doing real well in what he's playing with. He's been running in a 3-4 type defense, recently because, they've been running with Nick Moreau next to him and, they basically just blitz on the outside and then they kind of run the middle. They don't really do that here. They have Patrick Queen, more of like a guy that kind of roams around the field and picks his spots where he wants to go. Roquan is more centralized.
He didn't play very well this position, this weak side linebacker in Chicago. He did. That's not his natural position.
No, he's inside. He's always been a middle linebacker.
Yes,
there's less talented players there too.
Yeah,
look, Baltimore is a very young team defensively.
Yeah, they are,
and they're growing.
And Kyle Hamilton, man, he's been all over the ball.
The way they're playing right now, they still need to develop. They're in developmental mode. Roquan and Bryon, tell Mike what I said before the season started. When we heard the trade rumors, what did I say?
No, you told me. No, you told me.
This is Baltimore, and
I said Baltimore.
His leadership is huge.
They need someone there.
Roquan is he's going to be a good leader. He's going to be a middle linebacker, and being in Baltimore because of what Ray Lewis has done there, they are already predisposed to having a linebacker like that. And that's exactly he's in that same mode. Because he's a linebacker in that same mode, I think he's going to do very well. I just don't know how the hell they're going to pay him in the offseason.
No,
but for this
I'm not
season,
worried about that right now.
But right now,
I'm worried about right now.
The fantasy aspect of it, what we're going to do with them, you're going to leave him there. I feel like rest of season, you're going to keep Roquan over Jordan Brooks. I love Jordan Brooks, don't get me wrong. And in your league, I feel like why not both?
You only have two ideas.
No.
Not both.
Right?
Yeah.
No, this time of the season, because this is when you keep the extra defense, you keep that extra kicker to kind of play out matchups or whatever. I'm doing that essentially with Jordan Brooks because I don't want any other team having him, for one.
Yeah.
Two, I just want, I mean, even on a bye week, I don't care. He's someone on my bench. Another guy another group of guys that I wanted to ask you, Hufanga or Chin rest of the season?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's another one. I have both that I'm waiting on one or the two. I know how much Martin loves Chin.
He loves Jeremy Chin.
He does. Do. And I'm not saying that.
I'm gonna lean Hufanga right now because of the situation that division's going through right now.
Yeah.
The way that the entire division's going right now, Hufanga is literally destroying the other teams.
And he's making every play. On a defense where you might have a top 3 linebacker on it, and he's making every single play.
But dynasty wise,
every play, and that you want that guy. That
no, it's fine. I agree with you. I just I ended up getting. I have these two. I had Chin on my
amazing
IR.
That you have both of those guys. That's crazy.
I had him on IR. I just grabbed them and threw him on my IR. So for me, I have room. I don't have a lot of guys that I like going for the guys that don't get hurt often. I mean, Cup was a rare exception to this rule. But I like to aim for the, more healthier streamed guys. And, in this case, I was able to get him. And like I said, my league, Martin hates my league because of the concept of how streamable every guy is. It's a D-back. It's an IDP flex and a D-back. Like we're not really,
they also have
we don't have like 10, wow. It's not, and Martin doesn't even call it an IDP league.
It's not. It really isn't. You have 2 IDP starters and a defense. Why?
That's it. Yeah. So no, I get it. We'll argue this later, but at the end of the day, it's one of those things
this every season. Moving on.
I agree. I'm trying.
How
to
much
do better.
is Ridley worth in dynasty leagues?
Honestly,
go to the next.
No, you don't want to get me pissed off. You're stupid league. I'm sorry, Mike.
Yeah, he hates my league. I know. I love you too, brother.
That league.
No, but honestly, Ridley isn't. Ridley could be very valuable.
I'm trading a late third.
Okay, I'm in there. Late third.
I'm trading a late third. Nothing higher.
I want to know until
T-Law and what's going on over there.
I want to know his situation, like what his
role is going to be when he gets there.
No, his suspension in general.
He's going to be allowed back immediately. I mean, he's going to start.
Well,
I think.
I'll give a late third for him. That's my value worth. I don't think I'm paying a second. I don't think I'm paying a first, and the only reason is because this class coming in is going to be very good. Last year we hated last year's class, but this year that's coming in, you're going to want your first and seconds. I would take one of these guys coming in over Ridley, just because here's why. Ridley is coming up on what, 29 years old, roughly.
He's 27 now.
No, 27. He'll be 28.
So he's got another year or two in the tank before you start seeing that regression. I believe in the Jaguars. I've said this 2-3 seasons ago. I think that they're going to turn heads around, and they're getting to that point. They're getting to that point. They had a child as a coach last season, so that was kind of hard when, trying to develop that way. But I think that the Jags are going to be able to do something. That defense is really good and very young, so they still need to develop. They're going to be dangerous eventually.
They're top 5 in the first 5 weeks of the year. They were incredible.
So, like I said, I'm trading a low end third. If I'm in the top tier third, I'm not trading that away. But I'm giving a back end like a 308, 309 and high, like 308 and higher.
So if you have a 302, 303, are you trading that for Calvin?
No, unless I'm getting something with Calvin Ridley.
What about
if you throw me?
Because in my mind, I think Calvin Ridley is going to end up being your WR1 next year. I don't believe Christian Kirk is that. Christian Kirk is a solid 2 to a 3. That's what he is.
Fair.
And Calvin Ridley can be a 1, and he's shown it. So I'm thinking I would go a high third round.
Thank you.
I wouldn't be afraid of a high third round for Calvin.
I'm good with that too. I mean, I was talking to someone to try to trade Christian Kirk for this year, just because I know of Calvin coming in next year.
Yep.
And the guy was like, I don't feel comfortable giving anything lower than a 2. I'm like, dude, I don't feel comfortable giving anything over than a 3 because I don't want to, I'm not paying up for a guy that I know that's going to be a 2 next year. Like, and we deal with salary cap and stuff like that. So it's a little bit different, but not too much.
There you go. Den Boys actually agrees as well. So a late third for Ridley basically told
screw myself.
I don't want to miss out on the opportunity of getting someone really good. And your first, your seconds are usually somebody who's supposed to be really good, unless your name is Trey Sermon. But other than that, but no, honestly, Bob Dole, thank you so much. Honestly, I didn't know how that stream was gonna go, but it turns out a lot of people liked it, and I'm gonna do it to the Cardinals game. I should have done it before, and I apologize.
Cool.
I didn't think about it, so I'm gonna do it to the Cardinals game. I'll probably be there Christmas Day, more than likely. So I'll do that. I'll do that again. And real quick, Mike, what Giants jersey do you recommend? Don't have any mental capacity left to watch the Saints.
I don't blame you, brother. I hate watching them too. I like watching Taysom Hill, and unfortunately, it's just so hard to watch that offense run.
Taysom Hill.
I love Taysom Hill, man. The guy is a baller. He is just a football player. That's what I love about him. He doesn't give a shit. He's there to run. He's there to throw. He doesn't care. He's doing it all, and I love it. He can hit. I've seen him tackle a guy harder than any other defensive player on the field.
Hello, David.
It's incredible.
I've seen Martin cry because of Taysom Hill. So
I'm crying because I lost by 0.6 because of that. Fuck, I'm so mad.
So what Giants jersey should he get?
Oh, you can't go with anyone that's currently on the team.
Yeah,
other than Saquon
might not be there.
No. Let's be very, very clear. They are talking to him currently about contract extension, or like
they tabled it now.
They already tabled it.
Yep.
They said they're going to wait, but it's already on the table. So for me, I definitely feel like he'll be there. I mean, he's involved in the community there. He's very, I hope he's here. I've been against him for many of my years as a Giants fan. I'd rather have had Quentin Nelson and Nick Chubb or something like that, like in that particular draft. That's just me.
All right,
but
so
Saquon there, I mean, to get a jersey, maybe Saquon, but I'll be the first one to tell you to go get one of the old time jerseys. Go get Taylor. Go get Carson or
what's his name? Is it Thibodeau?
Okay, well, if I were to get a Giants jersey right now, I'm gonna go get Kayvon Thibodeau. But that's
Thibodeau.
That's why I said Thibodeau.
All right. So trade Gabe Davis and Eli Mitchell for St. Brown. My wide receivers are Higgins, Gabe, and Mike Williams. RBs are Eckler, Jacobs, and Barkley.
Ooh,
yeah, I can see that.
I don't mind this. I mean, you're
not really losing anything with Eli Mitchell because you're going to play the other running backs, and then Gabe Davis, as good as he is, he's really still a third. He's a second/third wide receiver.
Yeah,
you're getting a wide receiver
I'm okay
one
with
for
this.
it. I can see it.
Then you got Higgins, Brown, and Mike Williams. Yeah,
I think you'll be fine with it. You'll be fine going with your running backs for the rest of the season. These guys are going to produce for you as long as they stay healthy.
Yeah, I'm good.
But I'm okay with this. I do love Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis is one of my favorites this season.
Come on, my favorite.
I'm
giving away his jersey for God's sake.
So, but for Amon-Ra, he's going to be the main guy, the main producer there, and the running backs are interesting over there right now. So yeah, I think I'm doing that. Is there any positive news on Keenan? I haven't seen him play since Stone
He's currently doing individualized drills today. He got a limited practice in.
Same. So I don't think he's going to play this week though. Again.
Yeah, he said that I think there was he had an interview with somebody and they asked him, how do you feel? Mike Williams seemed much more positive.
Alyssa, how are you doing?
Much more positive.
Alyssa.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
She always does this.
How would you think?
I gotta say hi to her before she leaves. She comes in and then she leaves.
No worries.
So go ahead,
Keenan Allen said he was
hopeful they might do something. Yeah. But would you believe that Deshaun Watson might play before Keenan Allen gets in the game?
I offered a guy in my league. I'm like, dude, I'll offer a 7th round pick for Keenan Allen. He hasn't played at all this year. I'm like, I'll throw like I think I started at 11 and then I ended up going up to 7. And I'm like, I'll give you a 7th round pick. He's like, no. He's like 3rd. I'm like, dude, he's played 1 game this season, and you're gonna really? And after that, I stopped. The guys in my league, I love them to death, but they do not know how to value anybody. Everyone's a 1st round pick. It's annoying.
We're doing good. Right. We're doing good. How are you? We're doing good. Yeah. Okay. So,
do you want to talk about tomorrow? Because I thought that's what we were doing.
I was going to talk about tomorrow, like during the stream, but I don't know. We're kind of like going through here, falling behind. I just have to say quick to Alyssa because I know she.
Bro, this is all I'm going to be doing.
But we're going. But yeah, so we have the Cardinals versus 49ers. Yep. So
that's pretty awesome. I mean, being in Mexico City, do you think Mexico City is going to get a team soon?
No.
All right, so I offered a 3rd, basically told. Oh, really?
Yeah, we already did that one.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. All right, my bad. Sermon and Myers have been invading my existence. Yeah. Dude, that's Dynasty though. That's Dynasty for you.
Yeah, that's Dynasty.
And no, I'm not a fan.
Terrace Marshall is my bugaboo. I picked Jalen Tolbert actually.
I'm not a fan of him because the one time I relied on him, the only time that I relied on, the guy that I hate the most in fantasy football, because and Jonathan, you've heard me rant about this guy before.
I love him so much.
He was drafted as quarterback, who's a tight end on the roster, but he plays running back, and he throws. And honestly, at this point, I don't know why they don't start him over Andy Dalton because Dalton sucks. Look, I don't care what anybody says.
They were 1 week away from Taysom Hill being the quarterback.
I don't know why.
They were running. They ran him last year only because of Sean Payton. Dennis Allen just doesn't want to do it. I don't get it.
I did the same.
I don't get it.
I put Davis on the bench too, dude. So you're not the only one. You're not the only one that put Davis on the bench last week.
I would have played Palmer over Davis.
I put Davis on the bench, and I was a little upset. I scored the 2nd highest points in my league, and I still lost.
And lost.
Had I had Davis in, I would have won. But yeah. But again, Alyssa, thank you for stopping by. I hope you're doing well.
Your first round
pick in my book, bro.
Thanks, man.
Well, blame DA. That man doesn't know how to. Hey, look, I don't know.
He really doesn't. You watch the game, you see Taysom Hill break a run for like 20 yards, and then what he'll do? He'll bring back in Dalton and sit down Taysom. And I just sit there. I'm like, the guy just made a 20-yard play, and you don't think that maybe he can do something better? Come on, man.
Yeah. I can't. All right. So Brian's got to leave real quick. He has an emergency. But before we end the stream, I do this every week. I skipped some of the segments today, but I do this every week as a new episode. Mike, if you've watched our show at all, we show this every week when it's a new episode. It's Gridiron Heights. So anything else?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So anything else?
Are you doing that? I'm gonna remove myself, but I'm going to watch it and then I'm gonna.
All right.
Right.
All right. Brian, you take care of yourself. Whatever is going on, brother. You take care of that.
I'll see you guys.
And Kadani, how are you, man?
Nice.
Mexico has NFL teams already. They call the Raiders and go, wow. Mexico's national teams, but they got only they own. Wow, I lost my spot. National teams, but they own pro football leagues and have fans in stadiums. Yeah, look, hold on. And then if your next comment, look, Kadani comes in here and he messes with me. I've had a couple beers with this man before, and he's just as funny. He's a quiet dude, but he comes in here and he busts my balls every time. Asshole. But he comes in here. If your next one's gonna be football, just wait. Yeah. I saw graphic that the Saints have scored only 70% of the drives that Hill touched the ball at least 2 times. Jesus, man.
And think about it. Think about that. If they run 60 plays a game, that means he has to touch the ball 30 times to do something. That makes no no. It makes sense. It just doesn't. It blows my mind that they don't use him more. It just blows my mind.
Gosh. All right. So here we go. My gosh. Kadani, how are you doing, buddy? I'm glad you make it. So here we go. The title of this one is New Game Show Determines the NFL Playoffs Fate.
Nice.
So this one should be interesting. So good. Hopefully the sound's on. Let me know if it's not. I'll turn it up for you guys, but here we go.
Tonight, Gridiron Playoff hopefuls will ask our judges, are you buying in? First up, the 2022 Saints.
Hey, so you should buy in.
I'm sorry, pal.
It's a no for us.
Hold on.
Hey, so you should buy.
8-9 record might win the NFC South. Tough to prepare 3 different mediocre QBs. And what if the convenience of Drew Brees to come back?
Oh, that's great.
Oh no,
it's so true.
No. Oh God.
And they already knowed it.
Say what?
They already said no.
Yeah.
Sorry, pal.
It's a no for us.
Oh, Coach Payton, if you're watching this, take me wherever. Next up is Dad founded FedEx, but will his play?
So Pitts will fresh for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Ratio 28-3. Oh my gosh! Of course they would do that.
Yeah, of course they would.
That's never going to end. Yeah. And imagine how good they'll be when they complete a pass. That is so true. Me and Mom are gonna go take these leagues by storm next year, and we're gonna get paid pesos, make a couple moves, and turn our success into mixtape, and then we'll have a cast of the first lap. Wow, you know what, dude? If you and I go down there and we end up playing, bro, like I'll switch from linebacker to tight end.
Nice.
I retired officially. I'm not I put the cleats up, man.
Oh, you're done?
I'm done. Yeah, I put the cleats up. I played my last season. I had to get out of my system. I played last season. That was my final one. I played position is up. But then one of the head coaches he's like, because I would play tight end roles, and he'd be like, you never played, like, you played tight end? I'm like, he's like, no. I told him no. He's like, oh, you could have fooled me. But no, I would do that for you, dude.
Oh.
So, all right, let's continue this.
Playoff invite get lost in the mail.
Pitt's production is way down. Yards down. Catches down.
We're out.
Looking for a partial buy-in on a wild card valuation?
New York Giants business plan. Give it to Saquon. Kenny Galladay is very happy. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Shake my head. Any other year, and we'd clinched the division by now.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Valuation?
Odell?
Spin around for me? Now dance. Dance, Rodell. You know, a good sauce can cover up a bad taste. Mmm, spicy, I guess.
I'm like half in?
This is second New York team.
Hit it! Everyone's laughing with me, right?
Seeking another $200 million in funding, third most likable QB in the NFC, and AKA Q.
That's hilarious.
Everyone's laughing with me, right?
They do have really good numbers.
Thank you, but I'm declining the offer.
We just said you'll win the AFC South.
No one deserves to win that division.
Just said you'll win the AFC South.
No one deserves to win that division.
In the offer.
That's true.
We
All right,
just-
so what are they? God damn. I keep missing it. My bad, guys. 2 remaining games against the Jags, seeking 3rd consecutive division title, and please don't ask us to name any of your wide receivers. That is so true, man. They got a plethora of that. At least Treylon Burks is back up.
Yeah, at least he's back.
In the offer.
We just said you'll win the AFC South.
No one deserves to win that division.
We were in the top percent.
Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Leading the leagues and confusing the hell out of people. Yes.
Yeah.
And maybe the real victories were the friends were hired along the way.
No. Jeff Saturday dig.
Hey, that game was great. That game was great.
I'm not going to take anything against him. I was one that did not think he would do well and a little upset that I didn't play Jonathan Taylor.
Being there live was great.
Oh, I can imagine.
So while I was
a
there,
30-year-old was calling plays in that game.
He's a high school coach. He was a high school coach.
Wait, the guy that called plays?
Saturday. Yeah.
No. The guy he put in as the guy to call plays. It was like an assistant of something, and he was the one calling plays.
Oh. Look,
he's 30 years old.
Whatever they did, man,
it worked.
It worked, and that game was fun. It was probably one of the greatest games, like one of the top.
Does that mean the Raiders are that bad?
I don't know. But Derek Carr had an emotional interview after that. So, but yeah, man, it was touchdown after touchdown. That our section up there was yelling. Just before the game ended, real quick though, the guy was super nice. The atmosphere in Raider Stadium is nice. Everyone,
I can imagine.
It's great. It's not Oakland, but the guy was super nice. 2-3 rows in front of us. He was really cool, really chill. But in that final moment when the Raiders lost, a flip of the switch, man. This dude threw his beer, punched the chair behind him, kicked the seat in front of him. It was great. Nice. His wife and kids were like, "Oh gosh." It was great, man. It was great.
10 of the fourth quadrant. Plus, we just named our new coach, the 2014 AFC finalist banner. A proven winner, Mr. Say.
It did beat the Raiders.
Coming up next, who wants to be a Commander's owner?
All right.
Seems like this is the easiest way to get a new team.
Yeah, beg for me, Jerry Jones. Okay, hold on, wait. How many fashion weeks does Buffalo have? None? Rename Jerry World? Odell World. Do it, old man.
I love that stuff.
It's random, man. You got to keep up with everything in that week. If not, you can get lost easily. So, I
like it. Yeah. One of my favorite guys to listen to. I don't know if you've ever watched it or ever seen it. Is Benchwarmer Brand or Band or Bryon. Look him up on Twitter.
If Reich had ever been smart enough to have that guy call plays, he'd still have it.
Yeah, fair point. But yeah, I think it's like Benchmark or I always forget his name. He's on Twitter. He's fantastic, and he does these parodies of
the guy who constantly changed every. Yeah, I seen him.
He is fantastic.
Yeah, he does really good job. I can't think of his name.
I follow him consistently. He's on my thing. I'm gonna get it
because I want to Ben, right?
Yes.
Benchwarmer Ben,
and he is one of my favorite guys to watch, and he puts out great content. He's fantastic.
Yeah, he's hilarious, man. But yeah, again, thank you for coming on, dude. Again, Wednesdays are just chill, man. We Wednesdays, I literally have no plans. I just talk to everyone in here.
That's what I'm gonna be doing in literally a minute.
But yeah, no, I usually wing it. I really do. Wednesdays are fun. I wing it. I have my 2 segments that I really didn't do today, but it's fine. I did the Crosby one. But usually I do our newest one is will they or they won't they? And we just kind of project certain things, and then I'm not mad, just disappointed. That's usually the ones we do.
Okay.
But no, you guys came in and it changed the whole atmosphere. So thank you for coming in.
Always.
Guys, I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to talk about tomorrow's game. The Titans taking on who are they playing tomorrow? It's the Titans.
They are playing the Green Bay Packers.
That's right. So we'll talk about that game. Am I on board with this whole Christian Watson hype?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. So take that how you want it. Yeah, beg for me, Jerry Jones. Yeah,
beg.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, them boys, thank you for coming in. Kadani, Alyssa, all you guys coming in. Thank you again, Jonathan. Love every single one of you. You guys make it. Fariza and yeah, he went to bed. Mark, stay safe out there, man. If you're watching this later, and guys, if you guys want to take a tour of when I was at Legion Stadium, the video's up. Again, I went through all 3 levels. It's almost an hour and a half. Like, you probably hear me and my sister kind of like go through everything. I kept losing her. Yes, I understand that. So that was pretty funny. At one point, she just came out of nowhere with like a giant ass hot dog that came out of nowhere, man. It was pretty funny. But yeah, no, it was great. It was a really good game. But But I think what I'm going to do, guys, if you guys join the Discord, it's in the description down below. I think next week I'm going to start putting on HBO Hard Knocks.
Nice.
So we could
and
watch
that's on
together.
right now.
Yeah, I know. But I got a test to do. But at least we'll be watching those hopefully after Wednesday night stream. So, guys, then boys, can you put it Mike's show up in the chat real quick? If you guys are in here, my friend Mike, he's gonna go next. He has his show. I'm gonna go do homework for the rest of the night, but I will be streaming there. I probably won't talk. I'm sorry, Mike.
No, you do you, man.
But I'll give you a view and show some love to him.
I appreciate that,
whatever.
brother.
So, but yeah, them boys, do your thing as a moderator. Put the link up to his show, and give him patience. Look, man, you put a comment in, he'll get to it.
I will. I'm always good at answering. I answer everything.
He's a turtle, and it's okay.
And I ain't no turtle.
We still like Mike. Like I said, go put your question in the chat. Go make some food. Come back, and then he'll answer it then after 20 minutes or so. But I promise you that. But yeah. All right, there it is. Then, boys, thank you so much. Got lost in the bowels of the stadium. I did. That was pretty funny. We took a wrong turn in there. I almost edited that out, but then boys like, you know what? Just leave it. Just leave it.
Leave it.
We went through this one door. It was like through the second level. We went through this one door. I'm like, pretty sure we weren't supposed to be there. My sister got through the first door, but the second door was locked. So we're like, oh crap. It looked like it was personnel or something. We're like, oh crap. So
that's hilarious.
But yeah, it was a great stadium. If you want to know what they have, restaurants and everything inside that, check that video out. Fast forwarded, listen to me talk about whatever. But the stadium is pretty cool. So
I gotta do that next time I go.
Yeah. So thanks again. Good morning, good evening, good night, wherever the hell you guys are at. Take care of yourselves. Take care of everything, your family. Be nice to everyone because you never know what kind of day they're having. And you don't want them lashing out on you. So anyways, go show some love to the fantasy or this fantasy guru here at the Get Right Fantasy Network. Roll your sleeves up, whatever the hell they do.
Yes, sir.
But that's Mike for you. And again, thanks for watching, guys. Later.
Getting hype when I aim up, elevating that game up, stepping up to the competition. Only first place, yeah, that's how I'm living. I'm with it till they digging up my grave, eating all the things up on my plate. Game face when I step up into place. I was born and when I watched me elevate. When I watch me elevate.